Okay, I'm going to preface this video by saying that I do not believe that religions are the problem. I think men have corrupted religions throughout history, throughout the thousands of years of history, and they have used religion, they've corrupted religion for their own gains, whatever that was. Having said that, this particular person here is saying that Islam is the problem. Islam has caused all the violence. Islam has caused all the terrorism. Islam has caused all the problems in the world. This person clearly has never read a history book, has never watched actual news, not the news that Fox and CNN present, but with critical thinking. I don't think they have critical thinking skills. So let's start off by saying, what are you talking about? Can you think of anything off the top of your head that is Muslim related that is anywhere near the scale of what people have done in the name of Christianity? Let's start off with the Inquisitions, the Spanish Inquisition, the Papal Inquisition, all the Inquisitions, the Portuguese Inquisition, and those inquisitions leaked into the West, the New World, and it happened there also. So do you know how many people were put on trial in the Inquisitions? Over 130,000 people, and thousands and thousands were killed. Let's just start off with that, if not more. The numbers are not accurate because, for obvious reasons, it was a really long time ago. So all the inquisitions that were done in the name of Christianity. How about all the crusades? There was at least 8 major crusades, probably more than that, minor ones, and they raped and pillaged all the way down to Jerusalem in the name of Christianity, and also that they could do whatever they want on the way down because they would be forgiven as soon as they went to Jerusalem. Okay? How about all the Aboriginals of Australia and all the indigenous of the New World that numbered over 100 million people that were all killed, more or less, in the name of Christianity? How about the destabilization and the colonization of South America? How about that? That was also done in the name of Christianity. Because, you know, anybody that's not European is a heathen, right? That's an infidel. Don't misuse the word. Infidel is an English word. It was invented in the English language. It was invented by the Muslims, okay? It wasn't invented by the Muslims. Okay, how about World War I? That, I think it was the estimate, at least on the battlefield, and the unarmed civilians that were killed were over 20 million. How about World War II? The estimate was over 50 million, not accounting for the flu that happened afterwards and the diseases that happened afterwards. How about the Korean War? How about the Vietnam War? How about the war in Iraq? How about the war in Afghanistan? All those were done in the name of Christianity, and you can't say that they weren't, because why don't you search up a video by Tony Blair that came out from his talks with Bush at the time, and they had discussed and prayed all about it and discussed and decided that going to Iraq, because they had weapons of mass destruction that were never found, to give people democracy and liberty, and they were going to rid people of this potential use of WMDs. How about all of that? How about Libya? How about Syria? How about Palestine that's going on right now? How about all of that? All of that is done by European countries, by Western countries. That's who is doing all this violence and terror for centuries and centuries and centuries. Let's not even discuss the Byzantine Empire that was Christian, that killed almost, go read it in the research books, they killed almost 20 million ethnic Greeks, because that's the kind of ethnicity that was mostly living in modern day Turkey and Western Asia, and considered maybe Middle East. The Byzantines killed almost 20 million ethnic Greeks, their own people, because they were pagans and they wanted them to be Christian. That's just the tip of the iceberg. What about the witch trials? They say that about 150,000 women, mostly, were killed in the name of Christianity. How about that? Where is your proof that the Muslims have caused this violence that you're talking about? Where's your proof that the Muslims are causing all the problems? How about all the problems that are going on in the Middle East can be laid at the door of the West? All of it. But the majority of the terror, the violence, the raping, and the stealing in the world is done by the West. And then they will also, because they control the media, they point their finger and say, no, don't look over here. It's them that are causing the problems. And you bought into that. And millions of people have bought into that. But that's just a lie. All you have to do is open up a book, one of your books, one of the Western books, a Harvard book about history or Britannica about history, and you will find the truth. We don't need to find it in the Bible, because the Bible you don't have original script until the 4th century. And those people that were inspired by God, the chapters are just written by, the chapters are titled according to what they thought they should title them. And people assume that they were written by Mark, John, Luke, and Matthew. They're not written by those people. If you look up the McCarthy Teaching Bible, you'll learn that as well in there. You will learn all about that. Just read. All I have to tell you is read. You know, that is the first word in the Quran, is read. We are encouraged to read and do critical thinking, unlike what you're doing. I really hate lumping people in and stereotyping, but you totally represent that stereotype. So, for all those people that are still around and have endured that rant, Ramadan Kareem, and I'll see you on another episode. Assalamu alaikum.